Welcome along to week 13 of Barrington Sports Monday Night Hockey. I'm Simon Mason, and on tonight's show we have highlights from three matches. First up will be Canterbury versus Leicester, followed by Surbiton versus Holcombe, and finally Canterbury versus Reading. For our opening game we head to Polo Farm Sports Club for Canterbury against Leicester, 7th versus 6th. Canterbury will be keen to get a good result to make sure they don't risk getting sucked into the relegation battle, whilst Leicester with a win would still be chasing the playoffs. Let's join Charlie Brougham for the best of the action.
Penalty corner for Leicester, an early chance for them to open the scoring. Shot comes in, it's well saved, and here comes another shot from Mack. Again, it's saved by Fag. Rebound! Just wide. Clulo does enough on the post, so 3 attempts for Leicester to score. The first 2 falling to Rachel Mack. And the third attempt beats Fag, but it doesn't beat Clulo. Long again to inject. And again there's a move at the top of the circle. Mack once again with a shot. And this time Fag is beaten 5 minutes in. And Leicester have the ideal start. They lead by 1-0. Rachel Mack from the top of the circle. Again Leicester shift it to their left. It gets a slight deflection off the number 1 runner, and that takes it past Fag. Clulo. The ball's been cut out by Long. And Long plays it forward and it's turned on, and Long continues on her way. It's going to be Long against Fag. Who's going to come out on top of this? Long rounds Fag and scores! What a wonderful individual goal from Katie Long. It's a disastrous start for Canterbury. They concede 2 in the opening 11 minutes, but a really cool finish from Katie Long to make it 2-0. Canterbury then move it around to left-hand side. It's up by Del Barello, fired in. Here's an opportunity perhaps. It's a gentle slap shot in the end from Williams, but it's a first sighter on goal for the home side. Williams finds herself in a bit of space, but she doesn't have enough space to give it a full-blooded swing. Leicester down that right-hand side, and Newland's missed out, but it's been won back, and an opportunity here perhaps, and the shot comes in, deflected. Fag makes the save, and Del Barello completes the clearance. But another opportunity for Leicester as the ball comes across, deflected in front of Fag. He makes a sharp save. Once again, Leicester come, and here is Long. Long looking for support. Comes into the centre of the field, almost gets dispossessed by Neil, but still Long. Long still going, and here's an opportunity for Onemund, who makes it 3-0. Onemund totally unmarked, deflects it past Fag, and Canterbury are now in real trouble. Long was given so much time on the ball, and as Ballston went right, Onemund went left and scored. Final play then of the half. Can Canterbury get a lifeline? Ballston scores! Grace Ballston with a really important goal, or what could be a really important goal, scoring right on the half-time whistle to give Canterbury a lifeline in this game. Ballston goes to the keeper's right and beats Jeffries. Canterbury, well, they finished the first half on a high, and can they start this second on a high? Well, there's plenty of time, there's plenty of space, and there's a second goal. This time for Eliza Brett. And Canterbury, with 44 minutes gone, and more importantly 26 to try and rescue something, find themselves now 3-2 down. Plenty of time and space, and no mistake. On the back they go. And Canterbury now will try and inject some pace down this right-hand side. And they have space to work with. Back into Newland, fired across the face of goal. Well, what a chance this was. Did it hit the leg? We'll wait and see. It wasn't on target anyway, so it doesn't matter. Maybe that was a back sticks. The whistle is gone. Clulo is the kicking back as Canterbury try and find equaliser. Route 1 stuff, but it could be an opportunity here. Shot, oh no! Dragged wide with just Jeffries to beat. Ballston wants the ball on the long corner. Takes it quickly, fires it in. too high. That's going to be a free hit to Leicester. And that is that. Canterbury give themselves too much to do by letting 3 first half goals in. Leicester back to winning ways. Canterbury 2, Leicester 3.
Elsewhere, Surbiton scored 6 away at the University of Birmingham with 6 different scorers. There was another away win for Holcombe at Clifton Robinsons. With the score 2-2 at half-time, goals from Emily Maguire and Lucy Wood gave the visitors the 3 points. The final match between the bottom 2 sides in the league ended goalless. So with East Grinstead not playing due to their European indoor commitments, Surbiton have now opened up a 10-point lead, with Holcombe jumping up into 3rd place in the league. There's no change at the bottom, with Reading still 6 points adrift with just 5 games remaining. Our first match from the Men's Premier League is from Sugden Lane, as 3rd placed Surbiton hosted 2nd place Holcombe. The hosts had the best attacking record in the league up against the best defensive record in the league. In front of another big crowd, something had to give.
With Beckett, who spins away from Van der Ack and plays it out to that Surbiton left-hand side, and it's moved up the left-hand side and back into the middle, and an opportunity here for Surbiton. Beckett through the middle, and nothing coming, and penalty corner in the end. But Dave Beckett, who started the move, almost finished it, going straight through the middle of the Holcombe defence, and eventually Surbiton win the penalty corner. Penalty corner comes in, and the slap is not far away from Luke Noblet. Let's have another look from behind George Pinner's goal. Have the England keeper, or does the England keeper have this covered? Plenty of pace on it, just wide of the target. Well, the ball's been robbed, and a chance here for Surbiton as they look to exploit Holcombe's lack of accuracy in the passing. In towards the top of the circle. This is Forsyth on the reverse stick, and Forsyth has the umpire dancing a merry dance on that far post as he cuts back onto the reverse stick, gets himself some space, can't hit the target. Penalty corner. Was a change in the penalty corner. Here's Forsyth. Oh, he's all unmarked, but he drills it straight at George Pinner. What an opportunity this is for Surbiton. Played in by Noblet. He's so close, but he hits the keeper. Anywhere else, it's a goal. Fox drops it out to Lane. Lane allowed to turn, and Lane has the midfield all to himself. Plays out the left-hand side, back into Lane. Touched in. Here comes another touch, and on the far post, it's turned in by Andrew. What a team goal, back to front in a matter of, 20 seconds. Holcombe have the lead. Gareth Andrew, 46 minutes in. But it all started with the skipper's run down the middle. Van der Ack plays it across, and Andrew is there to convert. Penalty corner. It's going to be Noblet from the top of the circle, and it deflects up off the left kicker of George Pinner and into the roof of the net. And Surbiton are level. Surbiton 1, Holcombe 1. Noblet goes straight down the middle, and Pinner can't keep it out. He plays it out to that right-hand side, and always beat robbed, and Surbiton could be in a spot of bother here. Creed tries to make amends. It's on the reverse stick for Nails. Van der Ack gets it on the reverse stick. That's really good keeping from Gibson. Holcombe looking to get in front once more if they can. Here is Chima. Chima. Lovely little bit of skill from Chima. This is wonderful skill from Chima. Lovely ball as well to Stedman. Oh, what a wonderfully worked move this is. But have a delight in Aranvid Chima's skill. Wonderful skill in close quarters. Stedman on the reverse stick. And it can't be turned in at the far post by Van der Ack. Here's Noblet. Noblet with the slap in, and it's Goodfield trying to keep it alive. Here's Forsyth. Forsyth gets it back into the circle, into the danger area. It's turned in, and Surbiton are in front. Jonathan Gall, 55 minutes in, makes it Surbiton 2, Holcombe 1. And as the ball is pinged in here, Goodfield does well to keep his feet out of the ball's way. Forsyth cuts across the top of the circle, then spins back in, and it's just deflected into the goal. Now, Holcomb trying to play it out the back. Well, it's been turned over, and here is Hildreth. Hildreth plays it into Forsyth. Robbins comes across to try and make amends for his poor clearance. It's still Forsyth. Forsyth still going. Pinner commits. Forsyth! 3-1! Alan Forsyth surely makes the point safe now, 7 minutes from time, with an individual goal down that left-hand side. He had plenty to do when he received the ball from Hildreth. He had Robbins and Bray for company. He beat both of them. Pinner committed, and with his goal at his mercy, Forsyth scores. So Holcomb back in field. Can they find a consolation? Ball fired forward by Dan Fox. Well, that's a chance for Andrew to get his second. Andrew still in possession. Andrew can't beat Gibson, who makes the save. Now have a look at this for a ball from Dan Fox. Waited. Lovely running from Andrew. Good running also from Gibson as he marked his man. And that is the final whistle. And Surbiton have come from behind against Holcomb to beat them and take 3 points and close the gap on them at the top of the table. Surbiton 3, Holcomb 1.
Back to Kent now as Canterbury hosted Reading. The home side were looking to register just their second win of the season against a Reading side desperate not to get drawn towards the bottom two.
Here's Burton Bowen. His pass touched and it's back to Carson. Carson can't find a way past Stubbings, played in by Ben Boone. Got the initial touch. Boone played it back to his strike partner. Carson got it strong, but he couldn't beat Stubbings. Penalty corner for Reading, and it comes. The drag flick is well saved by Stubbings up to his right hand side. It was a comfortable height for the keeper, and he makes a good save. Glass with the aerial. It's been won back by Pollard. Here is Pollard driving down that centre of the park, finds George, who makes his way to the byline. Two in the middle, and they both missed it. Boyne on the near post, and Pollard, who initiated the move in midfield, on the far post. George does well, gets his head up, but Boyne misses it first, and then Pollard. One back by Gilmore. Gilmore plays it forward, and the little ball under the shoulder is a great little ball because here is Pollard. Pollard on the reverse stick. He goes high. Alexander makes the save. Gilmore had gone low for the deflected shot. There's the ball under the shoulder. Delightful little ball. Pollard is in. He goes high, and Alexander equal to it. It's been under the cosh for quite a bit of this first half. Now here's an opportunity on the reverse stick. And Collins makes the save, long corner. Here's the long corner now. Into Tom Carson. Carson found himself a little bit of room. Carson with... Oh my word! Tom Carson with a spectacular tomahawk into the far corner of the net from such an acute angle. Gives Reading the lead just before the break. As the ball is played into him here, he's got two Canterbury players around him. He gets it free, and from such an acute angle, the pace just beats Stubbings. Mantell, oh there's another one of his trademark passes, half the length of the pitch, cutting out most of the opposition. Boone into the centre. Oh, it's taken a deflection off Matt Burton Bowen and gone in. And Reading get a goal either side of half time to make it Canterbury 0, Reading 2. Mantell with one of those wonderful passes finds Boone, who comes into the circle on the reverse stick, looking for his teammate in the middle. Free hits to Reading. Comes the centre chance, well saved by Stubbing, and perhaps a chance for counter-attack for Canterbury. Here is Boyd. Boyd does really well. Gets his head up, has a little look. How about that for a pass? And they could be in here. Canterbury, the goal's all alone. And it's 2-1. Josh Pollard, with 16 minutes remaining, gives Canterbury a lifeline. But what about this for a pass from Craig Boyd right into the path of Josh Pollard, who didn't have to break stride, and he finds the back of the net. So can Canterbury find an equaliser? Pinging it around the midfield, waiting for the opportunity, and this could be an opportunity. Into the circle it comes, it's free, and it's been made by Alexander, and it's hit the body of Boyd. Alexander was beaten, but Boyd couldn't find his stick onto the ball. Instead it hits him as it comes across into his body. Here is Oates. Oates spins away. Oates trying to get into the circle. Still going Oates. Good play by Oates. Oh, and it's away. It's Welch on the far post. As Oates gets to the goal line, he pulls it back. And Welch just done by the deflection. Penalty corner. In from Glass. And it's wide of the mark. And the last play of the game can't bring the equaliser for Canterbury. Their search for their second win goes on, but Reading have a second win in 7 games. They've beaten Canterbury by 2-1.
East Grinstead traded goals with Loughborough students in the early stages of their match. The 4 goals from Driver and Scanlon put the visitors into a 3-1 lead. Kimber pulled one back for the students to give them hope in the 42nd minute, but 2 goals in 3 minutes from Nick Catlin and a last-minute goal for Piper gave East Grinstead the win by 6-2. Wimbledon faced an early scare and had to come back from 2 goals down to beat Brooklands Manchester University, with a Mantell winner coming in the 66th minute. Canterbury and Surbiton played their second game of the weekend and played out a 4-4 draw. Forsyth and Boyne scored their side's opening goals, before further goals from Noblet for Surbiton and Pollard for Canterbury left the score at 2-2 going into the break. The second half was a similar affair. First Forsyth scored, followed by a Tom Bean equaliser. Forsyth then scored his hat-trick with 12 minutes left on the clock, but another Bean goal left both sides with a share of the points. The final match of the weekend saw a 7-goal thriller, with Hampstead and Westminster beating Beeston by 4-3. Wimbledon remain comfortable at the top of the table, with Surbiton, Holcombe and now Hampstead and Westminster rounding out the top 4. With little change at the bottom, it's all to play for over the remaining matches. That's all for now, but make sure you subscribe and visit galvanizehockey.com for more exclusive content.